Hey everyone, welcome to my largest haul of the artist Ding Ding to date. I have all this PET tape that you saw roll out. There are 10 rolls of this. I also purchased an extra one of the cat one that she recently came out with. And the work one, but I'm not going to show that here. So what I'm talking about is this little babies one right here. I wanted a second roll of this, and then also this one that I use in my work journal. I wanted a roll of this because I only have a sample roll. So those I won't show, but let's go through some note paper and then all 10 of these guys. This obviously did not come from the artist, but it is something that I bought, ironically, wrong use of the word, interestingly enough. Yeah, that's the right one. I bought it to put in these little Lou stamps, but they actually look better and fit better in the smaller one. And then when I received these note papers, I was like, holy crap, this size and everything is absolutely perfect to keep these contained. The only thing I don't like is this loud noise that this makes, but that's, if I wanted to, I could rip this off, but I don't know, it might have a future use at some date, so I'm kind of just keeping it there for now. All right, oh, also, I got this box because I wasn't sure if these would fit well in here or not. And I love it. It's just a little plastic thing, but it doesn't splay open, so it doesn't really work for seeing the stamps easy and getting to them. So I'm still kind of torn on what to use this for. Maybe some storage of stamps that I don't use that often, something like that. Or maybe some washi tape that I want to keep close at hand. I'll figure that one out. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. Hey, did you actually think the video was going to start right now? I mean, to be fair, I did too, but once I got to the end of this, I realized I kind of wanted to roll right back to the beginning and give you guys a heads up. So I'm going to be trying a couple of different things with this video. If you've been watching my videos, let me know what you think of the changes. If you're new here, let me know what you think of them for your first time viewing. So what I plan to do is I'm going to go through and open up all of the different tapes and show them to you. And then I'm going to do my normal organization where I cut them up and I put them in my book. But I'm going to do it a little bit of a different way. I really want to kind of cut down on the length of videos some, but I also know that some of you enjoy just chilling out with a video playing in the background while you're doing something else. Maybe you're working on your journal, maybe you're doing your own organization type stuff. So I also kind of want to try and respect that as well, because trust me, I get it. Sometimes you need that in the background. So fingers crossed it all works. So that big section at the end is going to be the very largest section. And if you are happy after watching me open up all of the tapes, then by all means, you feel free to leave. If you'd like to just stay and kind of hang out with me, that is great too. Yeah, so let me know what you do. Let me know if you like the video. If you don't make it all the way to the end, I'm going to take this opportunity and time right now to ask you to like and subscribe. Hopefully by the time you get to wherever you would like to leave the video, you've decided to like and subscribe. That would be really great. Really quick thing also, at some point in the video, I go through all the cool freebies from the artist Ding Ding, and I was going to put these in my sample book. But I think what I'm going to do instead is, if you were here for all the ink madness, you know that I'm going to sell probably about 30 different inks. And I really want people to enjoy one of my favorite artists. So I think I'm going to keep these, especially since they're so conveniently packaged. And for every package of ink that I send out, I think I'm just going to include one of these. I think that'd be kind of cool. Kind of share the love and maybe get other people interested in it. Okay, really, that's it. On with the video. Okay, pushing a tape the sides for just a moment. Let's take a look at these note papers, memo papers, whatever you'd like to call them. They're not glued together. They're free floating, I guess is the right word for it. I wanted to look at these first because they're so darn pretty. I fought myself in buying these because I don't really use a lot of ephemera in my journaling. But they were just so cute and so pretty, and I love this artist's work so much that I finally caved. I finally caved in. So let's take a look at, let's go through each one of these actually. So we have the little squares. It's a good size stack of them. And then we have the larger rectangles. So let's do a flip through of those. All right, lost the lighting there a little bit, so I had to adjust some things. Okay, now let's take a look at the smaller note cards. Let me split these up into two. And don't worry, for me and for you, I've edited out the ones that had the clowns on them. Cute designs, just not my jam, not my jam. So anyway, all right, let's split this stack up and we'll do one stack and then the other. Man, I really, really love these things so much. They're almost like little baby pieces of works of art. Like I kind of want to frame them. I don't want to use them. But anyway, I thought it'd be kind of cool now that we've gone through all of them to kind of show the ones that are my favorite. These are in no particular order. Some of them don't even have a reason necessarily why they're my favorite. I'm sure if you fed this information into Chat GPT or something, it could probably do some kind of crazy psychoanalysis of my mental state, but we're just going to ignore that for now. All right. The depth of color here is just, oh, so pretty. And then these kind of trio of black ones here, I really like because my bestie is getting married in October and she's having a kind of Halloween themed wedding. And so the color black has been on my mind a lot lately because I'm trying to find a dress and stuff like that for it. And I saw these and I was like, I need to put these aside because I probably want to use those on the days leading up to the wedding or the wedding spread. There's also some over here too that are kind of similar-ish. This one, because I think we've all had days like that. This one, the same bestie. This I sent this to her a long time ago, this picture, because back in the late 90s, working at coffee shops and stuff, this reminds me so much of her. She used to wear a beret and everything. I'm not usually a pink person, but gosh, that's just beautiful. I think every time you see a cat, it's going to kind of be obvious reasons, but also how freaking cute is this little one? And again, I don't know what's up with my current fixation with bags, but a person in a bag instead of the cat, gold. This one makes me want to go back to the woods of Georgia. Daydreamy is nice. And then I just really like this one. All right, so that's it for the smaller cards. And you know what? I didn't even measure them. Let's see. They are roughly 3 by 3, just a smidge over. So it's not bad. Also, you know what? I'll teach you guys a trick after this. Go to organize those things. All right. Another thing to mention is that some of these images may be familiar to you. Maybe you've seen them in some of my other washi tape, but some of them are straight from her washi that is from the spring release as well. So, whoops. So this is one trick that from back when I worked in the commercial printing. If you have a stack and you need to kind of go through them individually, if you bend and flex, you see how it makes it stepped without ruining the paper? So there's trick one. This, I love it. Also, one day I want a Maine Coon, and that reminds me of a Maine Coon. This was the one I was talking about that maybe being saved for the wedding spread. This one is just beautiful. That one is adorable. This one, where the cat's on her head while she's brushing her teeth, I love it. And this is just, I don't know. It's like hopeful because it's yellow, but also like wistful. I don't know. It invokes the emotions. I'm gonna save this one for the last. And then the dogs with the bubbles. Oh my God, so cute. And then I really like this picture in the first place, but then you add in the rain and it's just amazing. This one, it's kind of that same daydreamy look. And then look at the depth of color on that one. So beautiful. This kind of adventuring in the forest kind of reminds me of D&D, honestly. And then the little cat hiding. And then this one's really pretty too. And then the one that I put aside is one of my absolute favorites, which is this one, which is also the cover I got. If you guys remember when I was showing this off, she was selling traveler's notebooks, and it's the same cover that I got. This has little petals, kind of water droplets. This doesn't, but it's so nice. Okay, so that are the notepads. Words are hard. Okay, the longer I'm filming, the worse my cognitive abilities are getting, apparently. Okay, so here's a trick also. So I showed you how when you can fan them out easier, but what if you get them and they're all kind of haphazard and kind of crazy, and you want to make a clean stack? You can go like this, flex it, and then make it hump like that, and then do it one more time, and you can see you're getting nice clean lines without ruining your paper. So this one's pretty good. I don't need to do that. All right, let's get these guys put up and we'll look at the next thing. I can't get over how perfect that this case ended up working out. It's just, what are the odds? Like perfect size and everything. Even perfect depth. You see that? It's so good. I love it when stuff like that happens. Okay, let's get into this. Chaos, madness. All right, let's, which one do we want to start with? Let's start with this one because it's the most unique one. Let's get that open. I hadn't seen one like this before, but it's basically black and white, kind of watercolor ink splotch situation that I thought was going to be really pretty. So let's get into that one. I do need to save these because I will be putting them into my normal notebook here that I have, if I can. All right, let's put that aside for right now. Get this guy open. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't realize that it was kind of shiny under there. I thought it was all of the packaging. It's not bad at all by any means. It's just the print is shinier than I expected. Does that make sense? Glossier? Glossy. That's the word I'm looking for. Don't rip it. Okay. So this looks like it is on release paper. Okay, there are breaks. Okay, let's take a look. Actually, let's zoom you in just a little bit. All right, let's try that one more time, since when I said zoom in, I zoomed out. Wow, that's a lot. I wonder if these will ever even fit in my, oh no, what's happening? Will these even fit lengthwise in here? Oh no, I don't think they will. Oh, well, yeah, they will. It'll just be really close. Really close. All right, let me get these cut and we'll come back and look at them. Okay, I'm not sure why that was such a ordeal. Felt like a workout, honestly. It's definitely a test of patience. So here are all the cut pieces. Just like with any washi release tape, you have these bubbles that'll kind of show up. If they're really bad, I try to smooth them out. Where is my, let's try to use this one. So like this one seems pretty bad, so I'll just try to kind of smooth it out a little bit. Okay, well, that took longer than you'd think, but it is very important to do stuff like that when you are working with a washi or tape, release back kind of tape. Because if you don't, then you're going to end up, once you put it somewhere flat, you're going to end up with really hard creases that are not going to look great. So hopefully these guys all fit in here. I have a feeling that only some of them fit lengthwise because I didn't realize until I was cutting that they're not all the same height. You see the height difference there? So they might have to stick out a little bit, or I might have to find a different storage for them that is a little less used so that I don't risk messing these guys up. All right, but that is this washi. Just so cool looking. Okay, on to the next. You know I said that we were going on to the next, but not really. So I realized as I picked this one up and got ready to cover it that I've shown this on the channel before when I had received a loop of it. So this was me buying a full roll, but I think it has been a while and it might have even been a short. I honestly can't remember. So let's take a look at what it looks like, but I'm not going to open up that roll as my spare. Okay, so this is, I think it was called the Traveler's one. I really love some of the coloring of these as well as just the general look and feel. They're so cool looking. I really like this hoodie one too. And then these are sample pieces that I've received as like freebies. And I really love this one, I think because of the bag. Okay, that was a quick view. Now, on to the next one. So let's pick up this, another smaller sized one. This is the A29. And from here on out, they are Kiss-cut. And so that made me realize that I'm not going to be in this book for the rest of the video. I'm actually going to have to crack open another sticker release paper book. Because I kind of have themes going on with the other ones. So I'm going to crack this open for all of the remaining ones. All right, that being said, let's dig in. I've lost my tweezers. Shaw. Okay, here we go. All right. I think it might have been a little bit too far away with the last one. So let's zoom in just a smidge more and see if that's any better. This one is A35. This one's kind of interesting because I've seen this one several times and could never really pull the trigger on purchasing it because it's just got the little kids, and they're very cute, but that's just not my style, my vibe. But I love these flowers so much that I ended up just going for it. So I'm really hoping there's a lot of flowers and they kind of somehow outnumber the kids, but we'll see. All right, let's get into it. Okay, that makes me happy. There are a lot of those flowers on there, so that makes me feel good. I'm sure I'll use the little kids in something. I don't know what, because I don't want to just throw them away. They're just not my jam, but I really do love these flowers. This one is A33, and this is going to be mostly pinks, which not usually my color, but since I was going through a whole phase of where I bought the yellowy one, I bought the green one, I bought the blue one, bought the purple one, bought the white one, I was like, well, I can't not buy pink. Plus, if you guys recall, pink isn't really my color, but guess what this month's primary color is? It's pink. So I figured I need to have some pink decor on hand anyway. Plus, I mean, with her artwork, there's no bad ones, unless we want to talk about the clown ones again, which I don't. All right, let's get into it. This is the purple colored one. I'm really excited for this one. It looks so pretty. I hope I have a good purple month coming up, especially since I have some samples of some purple inks coming. Since in the ink madness, I realized I kind of didn't have a lot of good purple inks. So kind of excited for this one. All right, let's get into it. It's A39. So this next one is 21. I really wish I understood why sometimes they have the letter A and sometimes it's just the number. Maybe I could message her and figure that out. I also don't fully understand her volumes. So this one, for instance, is volume 7. And this one says volume 9. And this one says volume 10, but I'm pretty sure that all 3 of these are brand new ones, in addition to this guy. So I don't know, maybe I can message her and see. This one is not usually my speed. It seems like it's a lot of ladies in pretty flowy dresses, but honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I got it for the butterflies. The butterflies are so pretty. Well, plus also, I was getting all the other colors. I can't not get this one, right? All right, let's get into it. How funny. As soon as I remark on the A or lack of A, I open up the one that says 21 on the label, but then when you open it up, it says A21. So I took a look at them all again. This one says 24 on the label, but it says A24 when you look at the stickers. The last two I have, though, they have no letter. They are just number. So that's okay. Also, you guys are probably going to laugh at me. And I have no idea why I did not realize this until just now. But I feel like every time I open up one of these, it's always a big discovery. Like, how long is the loop going to be? Oh my goodness. It says on these little labels, I don't know about all other brands, but she has it right here. This one in particular, it says that it is, let's see, my glasses are messed up, 5 centimeters, and then 10 meters, and then it's a 3.33 meter loop. Can you see that? It's always said right here. So now I can tell how many loops something is going to have and how long it's going to be. I feel so silly. I mean, I'm glad I saw it finally, but how long have I just wondered about those? And then, I don't know. All right, let's get this topper off. Okay, you guessed it. What's next? Let's get into it. Up next is 30, not A30, just regular 30. And this one has such pretty greens. It kind of makes me wish that I had this in time for St. Patrick's Day, but it'll be good for summer and everything else. I really hope that they have a bunch that have that really dark, beautiful, deep green that she has in a lot of hers. 5 centimeter, 10 meter, 333 centimeter loop. And it has 2025 on it, which is another thing I noticed afterwards, that they have the year on some of these. So I've just been oblivious this entire time, staring me in the face and yet wondering, how in the world does the world work? Who knows? Okay, the second to last one, let's get into it. I am really excited to dig into this next one. It looks like it's going to be just mainly yellows and blues, potentially with the daisies. So I think it's going to be so pretty, so vibrant, very summery. I'm looking forward to it. This one says 6 centimeters by 10 meters with another 333 centimeter loop. So this is another very long loop. All right. Let's peel this off of here and, dare I say, that's right, let's get into it. So I think somewhere along the way I had said that one of them was the last one, or the last two, or second to last, or something like that. But this one is the last one. And I kind of hesitate to open it up because if I am reading this correctly, over here, it says it's 5 centimeters by 10 meters and that the loop is 10 meters. So I'm pretty sure this entire thing is a non-repeating loop. Additionally, I thought all of them were Kiss-cut, but then looking here, this one is not, so I'd have to cut these out, which is not a big deal. I kind of enjoy doing that, getting kind of zen. I think this was the one that was like a compilation of hers from 2023. I guess we should go ahead and do it. I'm also trying to figure out, do I really want to put all of those other ones into this thing, or do I want to cut them up and just put them into the book as is? This one definitely has to just be cut up and put into the spiral bound book, because I don't have the time to cut a 10-meter roll all individually. But I don't know. I guess you and I will both be surprised at the end of this video on what I decide to do. For all I know, I'm going to do half and half. I don't know. Let's see what future me has planned out. All right, so I think I will save this side since it says 2023 on it. All right, last one. We got this. Let's get into it. You know what was so cool about this one is that, I mean, granted, I only found this artist this year, and I've been collecting all the things like crazy. So I'm very familiar with her look and feel as of now. But looking here, it is so cool to see the way her art has evolved and her look and feel, and she's kind of found her design, her voice, it seems like, in the art, which is just so cool. All right, that is the last of the look-throughs of the tape rolls. I have to go figure out how in the world I'm going to store these. Additionally, I remembered as I was folding up this huge pile of PET tape that in the past, sorry if my voice is wandering, in the past when I got a solid roll one, I ended up cutting them into smaller chunks so that I could have them in front of me and visible, but I feel like that's not working. So I think what I'm gonna do for this one at least is I'm gonna take this one plus all the ones I have out of that other big roll that I've shown before, and maybe make their own spiral notebook for them. And then I kind of hesitate to put these guys in here, even though I have been doing it. I kind of hesitate because I'm worried that they'll start to peel. And if they start to peel, then they're all going to get stuck to everything. But, I mean, maybe it'll be okay until I find another solution. I also, looking at this, really wish that I had made, since I go through these, so I really wish that I had made a ding-ding binder and one for the Idaco YDK stuff. Because now they're just, and this one doesn't have any like artist type associated with it, but now they're all meshed together. But I don't know, maybe that's a future organization project that I can take. These were cute samples I got on something else. So cute. All right, so that is the tape rolls. I'm gonna go figure out how to organize this mess and I will show you. However, I wanted to show you all the samples I got, she sent. So, come on, hang on. Sorry, I'm fighting with something. Okay. So, I know I showed you all of the individual papers that I had. These guys, in case the video has been long and you've forgotten what we looked at first. But she sent a whole bunch of packs of individual chunks of those. So I'm really excited. I just added to them. So all of these are additional note papers or memo papers. And then there's some individual ones here that are on washi paper. And then there are some on PET tape. Oops, I feel like I'm out of order. There we go. Oops. The drinking one that I have. So that's super fun. These will definitely go into the one book that I have where I put all of my freebies when I order. This is my like freebie book where I put all my freebies. This was me trying to figure out if I love, okay, tangent. I love these little tiny, I think Band-Aid things, but because they're all rolled up like this, I can't see what they are and pick and choose which ones I want. So this was me trying to figure out if I pulled them all off, would they actually stay so that I could come and look at them. And some seem to be staying. We'll see. We'll see how it goes after a little bit. All right, sample book. Oh, and this roll, it looks like it's a full loop. and it is the clear, like the non-frosted, and a frosted, and a washi tape of each of these designs. Oops, oopsie. Okay, hang on, let me try to organize my thoughts here. Okay, so this might be super shiny on the camera because of the way I have to do the lights. So there's that one. Then we got a frosted one with the little kids and their little stuffed animals. Which, like, how cute is this bear with the bat wings? And this one, the little sheep. And then this looks like it's a continuation of that one. Oh, it's another loop of that one because I see the bear with the bat. Sweet. And then this one is on sticker release paper, washi paper. How cool is that? Okay, I will leave you for the time being. I'm gonna go put these, organize them, put these in the sample book, and then figure out how I'm gonna deal with this, because I don't know yet. We'll find out. Okay, so for better or worse, and at least for the time being, I think I'm going to use the little kangaroo pocket traveler's notebook. I really do like having them already done on a sticker release paper, but I think I'd have to buy so many of these books to handle this. And maybe I will in the future, but I don't think that's a right now situation. Also, when I was trying to figure out what I was doing, I realized that I had gotten one that I hadn't shared with you all yet. This is one I got. It was on sale. I got this on the Amazon store, the Rich Tapes. This one is winter scenes, and it's so cute with these little foxes. And this is number 71. So I will caveat this with, in order to get things to fit, I put things sideways, I put them upside down. So this one's upside down. So this is not necessarily, the true representation of them, but that's how I made them fit in this book. Look at this really cool one, this town. All the snow. It doesn't snow in Florida, but I like to decorate like it does. This with the blue. Man, her deep blue, greens, and reds are just incredible. And then, of course, that's upside down. But that cat shaking off the snow is so freaking cute. Yeah, so I was contemplating putting all the, oh no, now they're all running together. All of the Ding Ding ones in one book. But I was looking at how much room they would take. And I think it might have to be a book per. And that is pretty pricey. I also thought that I had another one of these unopened, but I don't, so I need to get one, because I really would like to separate out the artists where I can, when there are specific artists. Okay, I am going to do some cutting and putting into here. Depending on the amount of time I have, I might, this is that roll that I split up by color, red, green, blue, and so on. This is in a different video. Depending on time, I might cut these up and put them in here too, so that I have them at a quick glance versus being rolled up. I swear, if they're rolled up, I just never see them. That's the problem. Okay, let me do some cutting, which sounds terrible, but let me trim these up and get them all situated in the book. Hey, don't mean to startle you, but I'm done. Let's do a quick flip through here, and I'll let you know. I decided to go ahead and get another one of these spiral bound traveler notebook ones because I am very nearly out of room, and I want to keep all of the single loop ones in one separate location. So I'll do that. I don't think it's really worthy of a YouTube video. So we'll just kind of move these guys to the side, and I'll handle that at some future date. Let's do a really quick flip through of all the ones that we've looked at so far and how they are cut up and stored. So this is the first one we did, that really cool kind of watercolor black and white situation. It is too long. I might move this to the folder that I get for this. So because these will be less referenced, and I really don't want the edges messed up on this. Okay, so here is 24. This is the one that I was surprised because I had forgotten that it had so many sayings on it. So some of the sayings I need to go back and look up. This was A29. I love the deep blues of this. They're so pretty. And then A33, the pinks with just beautiful flowers. And the A35, also those green and white flowers are just so pretty. A39, whether the purples, there are some really deep purples in here that were just fantastic looking. I love them. This 21 or A21, I'm not gonna lie, this one surprised me. I kind of, like I said, I got it for the butterflies, but there are some just incredibly beautiful ones in here. Like when you get in here and her dress is made and it looks like the night sky, and then this red, oh my God, look at this one. Oh, they're just so pretty. Oh, all right, this is A30. I do love me some deep colors. I really like this one right here, this kind of standalone, these two. And then I had split the A30 up because I was worried it was going to be too big on its own. So it is kind of split up between these two pages. And then 31, which is the last one that's in this book, I also split up between two. And there are some really just knockout pretty ones with that blue and yellow. I don't think I realized until now how incredibly pretty blue and yellow are together. And then the way she has some of these that have the lavender. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, anyway, I am done now. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this kind of different edit to the videos. I'm just going to see how it is playing around. You know, you never know. So if you liked this video, please click like. And if you like this kind of content and want to see more and get notified, please subscribe. Thanks. Bye.